Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the CWR Clash of Randoms podcast with your host, the JKD, with my co-host, the MCMIKE, the AK,
DOC, the
the
LOVE,
DOCLOVN. Welcome to the
the doctor of
CWR.
love. And I
Oh,
don't have no woman no more. Cause somebody please give me a shout out and give me some love, please.
man, look, man, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get to the point. We're gonna
You
be talking
see, my
about.
partner don't care about me. He just want to talk about wrestling. Care about my feelings.
You don't feel like that, but let's go ahead and talk about
How you walking off
Raw.
me, man?
Let's go ahead and talk about Monday Night Raw. We're going to talk about Friday Night SmackDown on Fox. Talk about NXT. Talk about the AEW Dynamite, along with a little bit of impact to it. Then we're
All
going to
right, let's get on this thing, y'all.
and we'll probably get on Full Gear. You want to talk about Full Gear? Oh, you want to talk about our prediction for Full Gear and how it came through?
Well, hey, go ahead and slam my face in the dirt while you at
Yeah, it's pretty funny. But let's go and we're gonna talk about some
it.
Survivor Series, boy. Raw vs SmackDown, the best of the best. Survival of the fittest, man. Let's go ahead and start off with Monday Night Raw.
Oh, raw,
Now,
man.
man, let's go and
The
talk.
hurt business continues to
Yeah,
hurt.
let's just go ahead and continue on with your boys, the Hurt Business, going against my boys, the New Day, and number 1-on-1, a tag team match, non-title, man. Shelton Benjamin, Cedric Alexander taking on Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, and your boys, Hurt Business, Benjamin,
And
Alexander.
I would love there to be a title change before Survivor Series where you have the Hurt Business going up against Street Profits. I think that would be a good match.
You can't get rid of a dream match, man. This can't happen again.
It's not a dream match.
Let's not. We can't do this again, bro. We can't do this again like years back. Man, let's talk
Talking
about the
about AJ and
no,
Jinder Mahal.
no, what? No, I was talking about tag team. What? No, okay. Key point to the fact is that don't ruin such a good match that could be New Day versus Street Profit and then change it at the last minute, like how you did the Shield versus the Uso, but turn to the Bar to the Usos,
Oh
bro.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I forgot about that.
But man, let's go ahead and talk about Team Raw. Team Raw adding the Monster Among Man, Braun Strowman, man. They got former Intercontinental, former Tag Team, former Universal Champion on their team now. Now it's AJ. Somewhat maybe
That's the leader, the captain.
somewhat the captain. You got your boy Limitless, Keith Lee, and the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
Hey,
Night.
I'll put it this way: long as he got Big Jaden behind him, he's the captain.
But question though, who do you think gonna be that fifth member? Who is gonna be that fifth member?
I think it's gonna end up being McIntyre. I don't see him winning the title before Survivor Series. Now I think he may have a multi-man match. I think December is gonna be a multi-man match, whether it be a triple threat or a four-way for the title in December.
You know what, man? I just say, man, just go ahead, cash. Let's go ahead and let Miz cash in. So I mean, we already know Roman's gonna already win, who, no matter who it is. So just go ahead and let the Tribal Chief get that 1, 2, 3, just like that over the Miz and Survivor. So just go and get it.
No, I think I would rather have, even though it's they're doing stuff that's over and over again. I'd rather for it to be Randy Orton against Roman Reigns, cause nobody's gonna buy Miz versus Roman Reigns. And right now they don't want to give up Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre because that's a WrestleMania type match or a SummerSlam type match.
Okay, let's go ahead and move on to Monday Night Raw. We got Lana, bro, fifth member of the Survivor Series team. You know, Nia Jax and Shannon Baszler defend the tag team titles. Beat Mandy Rose and Sonya. I mean, I say Sonya Deville. I'm gonna say Dana Brooke. However, later it was Lana versus Nia Jax, which once again Nia Jax got the win,
That's spank spank.
and then got put through a table for the seventh or eighth time of the week. We don't know, but it's leading up to something though.
But I think it's leading up to her being probably sole survivor and her getting some kind of revenge on Nia Jax. I believe it's gonna add up to her putting Nia Jax through a table.
Yeah, but let's go ahead and talk about. You talking about Drew, man. Drew put the whooping on MCMIZ and Johnny Drip Drip, Miz and Morrison.
That's a
But
shame.
but let's go and talk about the fact. Let's go and talk about the fact, man. Retribution. Mustafa Ali, man, got Slapjack, T-Bar, Maze, Reckoning. They coming through, man. They coming through. They building up for something, man. They finally making Retribution building them up by apparently just beating up little old Ricochet and poor Tucker.
I know you're being sarcastic.
Too small. Yeah, I am being sarcastic because Retribution ain't gonna obviously do nothing. Just like what I said about Carmella. You notice when they introduced Carmella being the untouchable one, I said they weren't gonna use Carmella at all throughout the entire October. They didn't, and they wait till this month to go ahead and use her.
Hey, and why did they put her in that ugly leather red outfit
Not on
on
SmackDown.
SmackDown?
Not on SmackDown yet, but matter of fact, we might well go ahead and get through SmackDown, man. Why not, man? You know, we
That
ski-
outfit didn't even fit her right. Not saying I'm talking about like her style.
Yeah, but before Carmella came out, let's go ahead and talk about the SmackDown Women's Championship match. Bailey taking on Sasha. Part two of this rivalry, this current rivalry. Man, it was an interesting match, but obviously Sasha Banks got the job done. As you know, your girl, the untouchable one now, Carmella, with a nice red leatherly outfit,
Mm, mm.
comes in and saying that she is coming for that championship, the SmackDown Women's Championship. Now let's go ahead to move on to the bigger part, the bigger picture of SmackDown. We talk about Rey Mysterio and this Aaliyah and Murphy trying this whole thing has went through a tragedy. As you see now, you got Murphy showing his allegiance, maybe to Seth Rollins. We're not gonna say what's gonna happen.
Messiah,
We're not gonna say heaven.
disciple.
We're not gonna say what we think. We're gonna let SmackDown roll through with the rivalry. But we know Murphy apparently showing his allegiance to Seth Rollins as Aaliyah gets upset, and now we're gonna see what's gonna happen next week between Disciple, Messiah, and the Mysterio family.
Well, one thing I will say, they are drawing this out too long. This
Mm-mm-mm.
has been going out way too long. Now I don't mind long term storytelling, but this is like storytelling that everybody's like, please stop.
Okay, and let's go and talk about the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. Shawn Man putting the stipulation to fruition on Jey Uso by demanding him to by putting a match of his cousin Jey Uso in a match with Kevin Owens, who's making jokes about the family. And once you disrespect the family, when you disrespect the head of the table, you're disrespecting the whole family. And you don't want nobody to disrespect the family, man. You know, hey, Jey Uso made it right, man. You know, friends are not blood, you know. It's all love for the family. Which is why Jey Uso put the whooping on Big KO, man, to end SmackDown. I'm just saying, man.
I'm just shaking my head.
You don't have to, man. But let's go ahead and move on to the Wednesday night delights. I've seen the Wednesday night war between NXT and AEW Dynamite. Now, obviously, you know, we had a little situation going on this week with the debate, you know. I mean, well, not the debate, but the elections and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and look at NXT first.
Man, I tell you what, I did not expect Dakota Kai. I mean, excuse me, Dakota Kai.
Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai.
Actually, that would be a nice name. Anyway, I didn't expect Dakota Kai to be Emma Moon. I mean, that surprised me.
How did it surprise you? I mean, obviously, you had Big Mommy Cool, bro, man.
Oh
Look,
yeah, yeah.
Raquel Gonzalez,
I
man.
I didn't expect her to be at the ringside with her because sometimes she come to with
What
ringside with
you,
her.
what?
No, sometimes she do come to ringside with her, sometimes without. But I
Uh,
tell you what, can I tell you something? Man, Emma Moon got thick as I don't know what.
and she has a husband, which is white.
Yeah, but she got thick, man.
I know, and she got a husband that's white, which you are not so bright. Oh man, let's talk about the boy
Hey,
Cameron Grimes.
first of all, any women out there want to holler at me, just give me a holler, please.
Let's go and talk about Cameron Grimes going straight to the moon
Shit.
as he fell off the
Excuse
moon.
me, my bad for the profanity.
As he fell off the moon, taking on Kushida, which obviously Halloween Havoc take a toll on him by apparently the referee. I'm assuming the referee was the guy who refereed the match. I didn't even pay attention to the referee last week, but I'm assuming the
He
referee.
didn't referee the match, but he was in that zombie house.
Oh, oh, well, that makes sense. Well, let's go and talk about this Kings of NXT when you had Drake Maverick and Kenny
Hey,
Day taking on Everrod,
they're pretty good.
and all of a sudden, not really.
But I see only Lorcan has zero mic skill. You see how fast he got on that mic and got right back off?
Yeah, I see. Yeah, let's go. Pat McAfee, Pete Dunne, the Breakdown Brawlers, man. They claim themselves the king of NXT, giving a tribute to the UE, the Undisputed Era, Adam Cole, Roddy Strong, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly. And they say, man, hey, this is the end of the Undisputed Era and to a rush into another era, the Kings of NXT. Obviously last week, he mentioned that Ridge Holland was part of the plan, but they went too hard about the plan by having Only Lorcan injuring Ridge Holland, which you've been talking about how cool that would have been.
Hmm.
But it didn't come through. So now we just got McAfee, Dunn, and the Britain Brawls. And now we already know what's gonna be set next because it is November, and what happened in November for NXT Takeover. You already know it's all about that War Games Part
That's right.
4.
That's right. And I do like that the Kings of NXT is paying homage to the Kings of Wrestling.
Not really.
Claudio Castagnoli and
Not doesn't
Chris
match up to them.
Hero.
Doesn't match to them.
I'm just saying.
Doesn't match up to Claudio. Don't match up. Don't match up to them too. They're nowhere like the only ones who
Oh
match.
no, no, I'm not saying they match up to him. I'm saying they paying homage to him. They giving them respect.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Trash. There you go.
They giving them respect, man, by using their name, but they're not on the level of Chris Hero and Claudio Castagnoli.
They're the best tag team.
Oh, and those of y'all who don't know who those guys are now Antonio Cesaro and Cassius Ono,
Who's been released from
who's
WWE.
been released.
I'm sorry to say it like that, but I mean, hey, I'm pretty sure he's gonna do better as Chris Hero. I hope. I mean, shoot. Let's talk about your girl Shotzi Blackheart taking on
Oh, I
Tony
can't
Storm.
stand her.
Obviously, man, it's Tony's time, man. Tony Storm got the win, but however, it was heartbreaking to see Shotzi Blackheart prize possession
It was no heartbreaking to me.
got ruined. The tank, I mean, the tank, man. It was heartbreaking. But since you want to quickly get off of that one, man, let's go and talk about Thatcher Stash Can live once again. We
Man, who is this gutter skunk?
can I just say, look, okay, I know I said we're not gonna review this, but man, my key point about this is the fact they need to stop having Timothy Thatcher doing this BS and just actually have him wrestle now. Like, man, I don't care if it is all this Austin Gray guy, which I actually don't like his new name. I more prefer Anthony Green, but can they actually have Thatcher actually do something?
Do you know anything about this guy's background?
So the jabroni or
You had the
I
jabroni,
don't even know who this guy is, bro.
Austin Gray. I don't remember hearing his
Okay,
name on the
okay.
independent circuit or
Austin
anything.
Gray.
I might be
Oh,
wrong.
for those who don't, obviously Austin Gray is retro Anthony Green in the independent. Now, I know who he is, but the jabroni from this week's Stash Can, I do not
No,
know.
no, I'm talking about Anthony Gray.
To my Austin Gray.
Austin Gray, excuse me.
I know, yeah. Sometimes I know he's been quite known. I mean, he's not famously known like people like he's not up to that Adam Cole or Roger Strong caliber, but he's like somewhere around like that Andrade Cien almost caliber. Like they be like, man, who in the world is this guy? And then we just get to see his background, like,
Is he
oh,
really any good? Cause like I said, I
he,
ain't seen
he
I ain't seen no videos or nothing on him before.
he's a pretty good guy. However, he's gonna be that guy who's gonna be in this cruiserweight division. Like you just can't see him like going anywhere. He's like the size of Jungle Boy, but a little more
Right.
bigger. But either way, man, Tim Thatcher really gotta do something with this man for real. Like, bro, you can have this man do this forever. So, but let's go and talk about the main event. Your guy, the sadistic SOB, Tommaso Ciampa, who apparently looked like he was dressing up for Halloween, which was a week late, taking on I mean, I don't know what to say about how he is to you, but what you say, Velveteen Dream, man.
My hero, man, just didn't.
Look,
I just don't see him the same.
4 years of this character, and all of a sudden, like
I just don't see him the same anymore, no more, man.
4 years of this character.
I used to love the dude. Man. I just don't see him the same. All I know, he took a beat down the whole match. He had a little offense. They beat his arm, and he cried and hollered the whole match. And dude finally got the win with the Bell's
Willow's Bell,
Willow's Bell, and
Willow's Bell.
yeah.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and move on to that AEW Dynamite. Usually we always do AEW first, but man, they had their pay per view tonight, so let's go ahead and get right to it. Ortiz and Guevara taking on MJF and Wardlow. Now, the only key point I have to say about this match that man, I'm liking the fact that they're building up this Jericho MJF rivalry by having MJF matches, man, round Jericho right through that like board or whatever it was, and say, "Don't call him soft." I like that.
But did you see Jake Hager, man?
I mean, that dude got two black eyes, bro. That's all I saw about him.
Man,
3-0 though. 3-0.
3-0, man. Much props, man, for that. That was if you seen that fight, I mean, they were fighting like their lives depended on that.
Mm. Mm.
All right, let's go ahead with
Trent
Trent.
versus Miro. My only key point is Miro is the best man. Is keeping on going, man. That's all I gotta say.
All I can do is shake my head. They done ruined that dude so much.
Nothing, bro.
This dude can't say nothing about WWE because they supposed to ruin him off from the back.
Okay.
If this dude ain't got sense enough to know he being ruined, he need to be in AEW not doing nothing.
Okay. Let's go ahead and move. I mean, I guess this is a key point. Young Bucks private party. My key
Dumb
point.
too.
My key point was that man, that amazing like tag team move that private party pulled off, man.
Now that was good.
Man, that Hurricane Rana into that man, gun stun, man. Oh, that was beautiful, man. Man, beautiful. That's all I gotta
I
say.
forgot what they call that.
I don't know what it was.
That's their finishing move.
That was beautiful though. I like that. That's all I gotta say about that. What about you? What's your key point? That's literally my only key point about that, bro.
Key point. I don't like my key point. I don't like Young Bucks. Let's go.
Hey, key point is it, man. Face to face, your boy Eddie Kingston taking on my guy John Moxley.
And
Oh
they pretty
man,
much got in the ring, went nose to nose, put their breath in each other's
man,
face.
talking about each other's mamas and stuff like that, man. Look, it was over, man. I have a key point about this.
It's just like, man, I do my son getting in his face, man, talk about his mom.
That's not a problem, but okay.
You like that joke, did you?
No, I did not. But
Oh.
Red Velvet taking on your girl, Nyla Rose.
Red velvet. I bet she tasted like a piece of red velvet cake. She looks so nice. She's skinny though.
My key point was that
What?
I'm loving. My key point to this matchup was the fact I'm liking the fact that Vicky Guerrero, man, she is showing so much class. She was respecting Hikaru Shida until Hikaru Shida didn't
Yeah, she
want to
didn't.
respect nothing about Vicky Guerrero. Like Vicky
Hey,
Guerrero.
she might have respected Sheeta, but she sure didn't respect Brandy Rhodes.
Just like first of all, look, you have no business disrespecting a woman like Vicky Guerrero. You gotta put some respect.
Brandy Rhodes didn't even say
Last
nothing
name,
to her.
last name Guerrero. Guerrero.
So Brandy Rhodes last name Rhodes.
Doesn't like I care, bruh. Okay, look, married off of that person. Okay.
She married into the family too.
Look, man, I don't care, man. I don't care, man. Look,
Both of
she
them
put more. She
married into the
put more work into the
family.
business. She put more work to every other business. Okay, what has Brandy done besides wrestling? Okay.
Man, she ain't do nothing but hold somebody's leg in a ladder match.
Okay, first of all, look. First of all, Brandy's name used to be Eden Styles. Okay.
Hey man, hold on, man. Why you bringing up old Miss?
So look,
Why you bringing up old Miss, man?
Put some respect. She put some respect on Vicky Guerrero. Put a lot of work into these businesses, bro.
Oh,
and she's putting the work by putting Nyla Rose into that title picture by winning 2 times.
But I will tell you this for real though. Red Velvet. I hope they do something with her other than her being a. She actually is pretty good on the independent circuit though. She actually is really good though. No lie.
Oh my god, thank you.
Man. I hope AEW sign and other companies sign AQA or either Trisha Dora. Those are two really, really good women wrestlers.
That's your key point to that. What does that key point even have to do anything about the AEW women's title picture, bro?
Because they need.
What did that have to do with Nyla Rose?
Because they need to build up this division. Because they really don't have anybody in the division. Really.
Main event: Cody and the Gun Club versus the Dark Order.
Well, we already know who won that one.
My key point.
That's just like Retribution going against somebody.
My key point, man. The fact they had the Gun Club get the win. The fact they had Austin Gunn get the win.
Do the Gun Club ever win other than the other night?
My key point is congratulations to Austin Gunn who got the win for the team.
Draw.
I thought Cody was gonna get the win for the team, but man, congratulations to Austin Gunn though.
Well, they had to give Austin Gunn a rub. They have one. All jokes. I'm joking about Austin Gunn. He has won a couple matches on AEW Dark. So it is what it is. But
yeah,
I wish he had his dad's size. If he had his dad's size, he would probably be a main event player. 'Cause I think he has more charisma than his dad, really.
Mm. Well, let's go ahead and talk about a little bit, smack a little bit with impact into it, man. Let's go ahead and talk about the Knockout Women's Championship rematch between Su Young and Deanna Purrazzo. My key point, man.
Sue me.
Deanna Purrazzo, man, deserve more better. You know, man. Look, she came into Impact, came in with a long term deal, man. She was one of the greatest Impact women. She showed why she belongs in that
Right.
picture.
WWE did her wrong.
You know, like she should. I've been saying that she should have been pushed. You know, they didn't, and guess what? She was gone. And you know she came in Impact, won the title off of your girl Jordan Grace, and just like that, man, she became one of the greatest Impact Women's Champions of all time. Knockouts Women's Champion.
But
She
I
showed. She
will.
tried. Why she tried to be the best.
Only two things I hate about her. I think they put the title on her too fast when she got to
But
Impact.
okay, but think about it. Who else was gonna
And
be who else was gonna take the
hold
title
on,
off her?
they get through yet now. I think they put the title on her too fast when she first got the Impact, and then I think um they took the title off her too fast.
Bro,
The only
what?
way they should have took the title off of her if it had been Kaylee Ray. If it wasn't gonna be Kaylee Ray, it was gonna be nobody else. I think so.
Okay, okay. First of all, Kaylee Ray is on NXT UK. bro, bro,
Hey, I'd have had a couple beers. I ain't
Kylie
saying
Ray,
Kylie Ray.
Kylie
I
Ray.
think they shouldn't have took the title off. If it wasn't Kylie Ray, they should have waited and put just any
No, it should have
challenger
been.
in the Blue
It
Moon
could have
out,
been.
and
No,
then
no,
has
no.
hold on. I'm just talking about build up a storyline where it's already kind of started out, built a little bit, but build it the rest of the way with Sue Young.
So what's wrong with Sue? That
No, I think it's good that Sue got it, but Sue should have eventually got it, not got it right then and there.
was a long key point he has to make about that, man. You know,
No,
I
it
get what
didn't.
I get what you're trying to say, man. I get. Let's talk about your boy Chris Bay
Chris
against
Bebe, Chris Bebe.
against Trey Miguel from the Rascals. You know, I'm liking my key points. I'm liking how Trey Miguel is getting over a lot, man. You know, he's standing out from being just one of those guys of the Rascals, man. And that's the difference between the Rascals and the New Day. You know, the New Day isn't stuck all on like one thing. Like the Rascals are spreading out. You know, going through each division, tag team and X division. I'm liking that. That's my key point. Anything you gotta say about
Nope,
the fact Chris Bay won, but you got nothing to say about Chris Bay.
nope.
Man, you gotta put some
You
respect.
looking at me like you wanted me to shut up,
Man,
so
look, locker room talk with Jordan Grace and Tennille Dashwood, hosted by your girl, one of the greatest knockout women's champion and tag team champions, Madison Rain and Johnny Swinger.
you know something. I have to admit something. I never liked Madison Rain. I never just something about her I never did like.
Really,
Even when she was the beautiful people, I just never liked her.
that is interesting to know, considering how much you did like beautiful people.
Yeah, I liked Velvet Sky and not as
Angelina
a
Love,
wrestler. I didn't like Velvet Sky as a wrestler.
Angelina
I just
Love,
liked her as a personality.
Angelina Love also.
Yeah, Angelina Love, and that's my girl.
Now, obviously, this locker room talk led up to the point to where Madison Rain was setting up by saying that Jordan Grace and Tennille Dashwood don't have a tag team partner for the Knockout Women's Championship tournament, and yet they should be partners.
Be
But
part of, yeah.
but obviously Tennille or somebody else, she already know the perfect person, and it was pretty obvious that she was gonna go with Madison Rain, which Madison Rain did make an announcement saying she will return next week into a matchup. So
One quick thing. When is Johnny Swinger gonna go ahead and retire and get out the way?
look, man, you gotta put respect on Johnny Swinger, man. Look, he's part of the investigation for Tommy Dreamer about who
Johnny
killed.
Swinger didn't even do nothing when he was in ECW.
Okay, but
He didn't even do nothing when they
he's
first
in the
created TNA.
investigation. He's in the investigation by Tommy Dreamer on who killed.
Man, well, they stopped that, man.
Look, man,
Stop that, man, with that crap.
is there an issue?
Yes, it is an issue.
Well, look, let's go talk about.
Maybe mess up my mic fooling around with
Well,
that.
let's go talk about the X Division champion, the defeat Rahit challenge. Your boy, from courtesy of your guy, Rahit Raju, which obviously this didn't really lead up to anything because it was pretty much just having TJP, your boy, TJP coming out listing, all the accolades he had over his history in wrestling. He did mention like super best of the super junior weights and Japan, all championships he won in Japan. He mentioned the cruiserweight championship back in WWE. I mean, he is a former X Division champion. He is one of the best, and also now is leading up to a matchup between these two next week. Raju taking on TJP for the X Division championship. How are you feeling about this?
Hey, Raheem got it, man. They're not gonna let somebody lame like TJP get that title.
Okay, well let's go ahead and talk about the good brother Gallows taking on the North.
No, the Choke Brothers.
Taking on the North, or you want to say the South? Remember, you gonna say something like
Hey,
Ethan
man,
Page?
don't put the South down like that, man.
Ethan Page taking on Doc Gallows in a one-on-one matchup. Now this, obviously Ethan Page is some gotta be going on with him, man. But obviously Doc Gallows did get the win because some weird reason Ethan Page always be like the softy out of the both groups.
Yeah, really for real.
Out of between him and Josh Alexander, like he's the softy out of them. So
Hey, on the Attitude Era store, do you remember Southern Justice? That was a good tag
no,
team.
just no, just no. Let's talk about the fact about Moose trying to get it with Rich Swan. Now the fact that now that Moose trying to go for Rich Swan's championship, what do you think that means for him? I'm actually a big fan of Rich Swan holding the championship, so there's no purpose of. I mean, Moose got the TNA Impact. I mean, Impact win. Like, there's no purpose of going for another title.
He got the fake title now
Oh yeah, pretty sure.
because and I don't just because of Moose's outfit and the way he wears attire now, he don't need it. He don't deserve it because of his attire. But no, but Moose, he used to be really good, but I watched his matches the last couple years, and he's just not as good as he used to be. He's not as good as he was in Ring of Honor,
Hmm. Well,
and they
okay.
don't, and he can't blame it. He can't blame it on like a WWE situation where you can say WWE don't want me to use my moves, they hold you back. I mean, Impact, from all I know, because they usually let people do the things they do on the indie circuit or Ring of Honor. They just say, make sure you don't get hurt or scale it back just a little tad. They don't go to the extremes of WWE, so he can't say they're holding his moves or anything like that.
Well, with that, let's go ahead and move on to the Who Shot Johnny
Oh
B.
God!
Bravo. Who shot Johnny Bravo, man? And, obviously before this match, I mean, before this segment, it was actually Cody Deaner taking on Johnny Swinger, which Swinger got the win. However, your guy Tommy Dreamer, the innovator of violence, made a claim that he's gonna find out who did it between these guys. Okay,
All right, between who? What two guys?
no, not between the guys. I'm talking about everybody who's part of Wrestle House.
Okay, okay, okay.
You got Rosemary. Then you got DK, just DK in general. Rosemary and Crazy Steve. You got Taya Valkyrie. I mean, it's anybody. It
Who
could be
else in the
anybody.
house?
Well, I mean, you got who else? You got Johnny Swinger. You got Cody Deaner. You got Cousin Jake. You got Follow Ball. I mean, hey, you got all of them. So I'm looking forward to.
Rosemary did.
I said it. Well, dang, yeah, man. Look, oh, that's right.
You have to go by wrestling storyline.
I said that first though.
Rosemary did.
I even said Rosemary did it too. So I mean, I said like the night when it happened. But let's go and talk about Richie Swan, bro, Impact World Champ. Can you believe it? An Impact couple winning the championship, man. Su Young, Richie Swanee, bro, and Eddie Edwards taking on Eric Young and Sammy Callahan.
Dang,
This
that's a crazy tag team area on Sammy Callahan.
I know didn't have a Ken Shamrock back in the mo too. Impact Hall of Famer Ken Shamrock. This was an amazing matchup, and I like the fact that they got Eric Young teaming up with you know Sammy Callahan. But I truly like the fact that Ken Shamrock is being controlled by Sammy Callahan. I'm waiting for to see when is this gonna stop actually, really. But I'm also loving the fact that Rich Swann is holding to the Impact champion, and I want to see how far he can go with the title. Could this be the longest reign out of all the Impact champions?
Do
We
you
don't know.
think he'll? Do you think Ken Shamrock would challenge for the Impact title?
Probably so, probably not. Probably gonna be Sammy Callahan challenge for the title.
He don't need to. I didn't like him as the champion when he won it.
But would you rather have him as a champion? How what become the champion? The person who beat him for the championship.
Man, really to tell you the truth, I'd rather have her.
Really, that's a bold statement,
I
man.
I, I just really never liked Sammy Callahan, even
Man,
on the
man,
independent circuit.
put some
He
respect.
was nothing but a
Man,
garbage
look, man,
wrestler,
no,
man.
put some respect on Sammy Callahan.
He
First of
was
all,
nothing but a
man,
garbage wrestler.
I show him how garbage of a wrestler he is when you face against him. Then,
I'll go against him, man. Cause all we gonna do is do garbage wrestling.
bro,
If I hit him with some brass knucks for real, he'll lay down.
whatever, man. Okay, look, let's go ahead and talk about this match for NXT UK. The match that people have been talking about. You done now?
Have mercy. That was a match.
Are you done?
Yes,
All right, bro.
I'm trying to be.
Okay, the NXT UK Championship match. Walter taking on Ilya Dragunov.
Whoa, man, that has to be the most physical. And this is not hyperbole. I will say I think this is the most physical match under the WWE umbrella that I've ever seen.
Okay, so for this match, usually I give a key point for each stuff, but I'm gonna give them away. I'm gonna give them 3 key points. You can give your key, but I'm giving away 3 key points for this matchup. One, that has to be. I think that has to be one of the greatest UK Championship matches in
Yeah,
WWE
it is the
history.
greatest one. Yeah,
No, I ain't talking about UK Championship like NXT UK. I'm talking about like UK wrestlers, like wrestling in general.
Ooh,
Just
I don't know now.
just 2 UK
I have
wrestlers
to
on
go
it.
back and look.
Okay. Can I just say those chops, man, those backhands, slaps to the faces, man, chops to the man. Oh my god, man! I know Ilya
You
Dragunov,
know that wasn't spontaneous. As far as they're doing, they had to talk to each other in the back and say, "Hey, we're gonna do this to each other."
but still, man,
They had to agree with
the
that.
fact they got to take it though,
Yeah, I
man.
know, I know.
And I will say that actually has to be my number one for me. My number one UK Championship match, Faith. Over Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate.
And really, wrestlers they do that, they're gonna be like, "Hey, man, let's go, stiff," and they agree to go stiff and stuff like that. So, hey, more power to them for agreeing like gentlemen to go at it like that. Ah, man, that was kind of rough, man.
Yeah. So man, this match was so amazing that the fact that the next week, the week after the match, like they had European wrestlers like Drake Maverick and Killian Dane and McIntyre and Shane all react to the match and stuff that, which was beyond crazy. So I was really happy to see what they thought about the match, and they thought of it just like we thought, man. It was an amazing matchup actually. So
Hmm.
I'm looking forward to see who is Walter's next challenger, or they're gonna continue the rivalry. I don't know, but man, I think that had to be one of the greatest UK title matches of all time.
It is the greatest WWE UK NXT UK title match of all time. I'm just like I agree with what Jim Cornette said. This is what the evolution of wrestling is supposed to be. This is
Mm.
what wrestling's supposed to be as far as you making wrestling look like a real sport.
Mm.
Cause always back in the days, and you watch wrestling back in the days, everybody felt like it was a real sport. Nobody, not too many folks, just said, "Hey man, that's fake." I mean, everything looked real.
Yeah.
People had looks on their face like this, like, "Oh, I'm being hurt for real." When people did stuff in the ring, it wasn't like smooth and stuff like that. Like people do wrestling moves like they're real smooth. It was like it took effort to put somebody in the arm bar and stuff back in the day, and that's what made it look so real. And this right here looked real. Like it took effort. Everything in that match took effort to do to somebody.
And I gotta say, man, for those who thinks wrestling is super fake and stuff like that,
Oh no, nah.
and if you have a friend, if you're a wrestling fan who has a friend who talks about how super fake wrestling is, and they keep on naming stuff, show them Walter versus Ilya Dragunov, man. I bet they want to see how fake it is now.
And if you want to go old school, me, because I'm old school,
Of
go
course,
back
he
to
is.
Ronnie Garvin against Ric Flair with the chop. They had those chops like that against each other, and the chops were so bad, the top skin was taken off of Ric Flair's chest. It was so bad.
So pretty much it's like Ilya Dragunov. So,
Right.
yeah, so
He had
like
to have antibiotic cream put on his
yeah,
chest and
like
stuff.
hamburger meat, bro. It's over,
Right.
man. But man, let's go ahead. But we move from NXT UK, moving back to AEW. Let's go and quickly go over NCU AEW full gear. Now we're not gonna review the show, but we will talk about our predictions and results.
And leave me alone. I don't even want to talk about it. Let's all right. Subscribe, please.
We gotta talk about Survivor Series too.
We'll talk about Survivor Series next episode,
Bro,
but
man. Let's go and talk about this NWA World Women's Championship match between Serena Deeb and Allison Kay. Now, obviously, we both said Serena Deeb on this one, man.
oh yeah,
Man,
definitely.
we're really happy about that one.
Well, I like Allison K. Don't get me wrong, but I think since Serena Deeb just got the title, they were gonna take it off of her. I think they did it more out of respect. Not saying she real popular, but they did it out of respect of the things that she's done in the wrestling industry.
That's true. Let's go and talk about this World Title Eliminator Finals between Hangman Page and Kenny Omega.
They're getting ready to put the title on Omega because they've been wanting to do that really, but they didn't want to make it look like they were selfish. So they're gonna put the titles on the executive vice presidents.
Yeah, so we both went for Kenny Omega, so we were both 2-0 on this one. Now let's talk about the fact Orange Cassidy against number 4's John Silver.
And I went with Orange Cassidy.
No, see, at first this is how he worded. He said, "I would like to go for John Silver, but they're gonna give it to Orange Cassidy." Like someone who says something like that, it's like they don't even know who
That's
they
not
want.
the. It's not. I
That's
do know who I
that's
want to
that
go
sounds
for.
like who they don't. They just don't want to be wrong. That's like a person who don't want to be wrong.
No, I'm
That's
just saying I like John Silver as a character,
yeah,
but
as a character,
but
man.
Orange Cassidy won, right?
Yes, Orange Cassidy won, which makes us 3-0 actually.
All right,
The TNT
all right.
Championship
Let's
match.
stop the show now.
Man, this you talking about Sabu being the suicidal, homicidal, genocidal man? You talking about Darby Allin current day taking on the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. You see what I did there? WWE trademark. Yeah, Cody Rhodes taking on Darby Allin for the TNT Championship, which Darby Allin got the win, which makes you
With
three
the
and one.
coffin drop.
Probably so. I mean, I don't know. 3-1 for you, as it made me 4-0. Surprisingly, I just didn't think Cody. I just think Darby Allin's done so good at AEW to where like obviously he wasn't gonna win the AEW title.
I didn't think he was gonna win it. I was thinking Ricky Starks was gonna get it.
Nah, from Cody. No, I think Ricky's not gonna get it from Darby Allin though.
Yeah, now I believe that's gonna happen.
So I mean, yeah, I just thought that Darby Allin he's done so much for AEW and he's been so impressive and so that and a lot of people thought of him as a future champion when he first came in. But like most folks just didn't think he was going to win NXT. Oh, not NXT, the AEW World Championship. So most people thought like maybe they make a secondary title. There you go.
That's it.
Well, let's go ahead and talk
You
about it.
got it.
Let's go ahead and talk about
Congratulations. Excuse me.
it. Well, let's go ahead and talk about the AEW Women's Championship match between Hikaru Shida and Nyla Rose. And don't. Oh yeah. Also, can I just say we're gonna go through these matches when we finally get to see the paper. We didn't really get to see it, but we're gonna go over the match as soon as we see it though. Hikaru Shida taking on Nyla Rose. Now you did say Nyla Rose. Now as much as I was talking about Vicky Guerrero, being need to be respected by Hikaru Shida and all that stuff, I still went for Hikaru Shida though. This man, however, went for Nyla Rose, which I didn't understand why. Why would you want to get Nyla Rose become a
Well,
two-time
the,
AEW Women's
the
Champion?
only reason why I went that way because that route was because if you really look at Sheeta, she has not really done anything with the title outside of the Thunder Rosa feud. Other than that, she hasn't really done anything. She hasn't wrestled any challengers. They have a weak women's division, and they need somebody who brings out a bigger spotlight to the division. So at least Nyla Rose, is more popular than Hikaru Shida and will
So
bring more spotlight to the
so
division.
who did Nyla Rose defend the title against?
Everybody.
Besides Hikaru? Really?
Yeah.
Really everybody.
Yeah.
So she defended the title against Brandy Rhodes,
Yeah.
Allie, the Bunny,
I think Allie was in a match with her on Dark.
Dart, not
Then
Hikaru
she had a match
5-0.
then she had the match against Statlander.
Five Chris, bruh. Chris, a woman who believes in aliens, 5-0. 5-0. This man is 3-2, bro. Man, let's go and talk about the AEW Tag Team Championship match between the Young Bucks and FTR.
Man, let's stop the
Now,
show,
hold on.
man.
Hold on. Why would you actually think Young Bucks are going to lose against the guys? Just because, like, it was too fast?
I should have known they were gonna be selfish because they executive vice president.
Like, I knew, like, as soon as Young Bucks said that stipulation, I knew Young Bucks was going to win.
But that's the same thing I thought about Cody Rhodes when they hit this stipulation. I said Cody Rhodes gonna win, but you know,
What made you even go against Young Bucks? I mean, mind you
uh,
say, man, like,
cause you know what, I let my heart talk before my mind did, really because of my dislike toward them, and that really was my dislike toward them. Than me really thinking things out.
I cannot believe you went against the Young Bucks. How you bet against the young a person who got bucks, anything to do with money? How you bet against them? How? Okay, let's go talk about the elite deletion match between Matt Hardy, Sammy Guevara.
Sammy,
Now, obviously, yeah, but obviously, my boy Matt Hardy still got the win over Sammy Guevara. 6-0, baby. 6-0. This man is 3-3 right now. This man is 3-3 currently. This is the worst you ever done for AEW.
I think this is the worst. This is the worst time I ever did on prediction. This is the worst.
This is the best I ever did good on AEW.
This is the worst one I ever done on all pay per view. I think it's the worst I ever done on any pay per view, man.
At least for this year. I mean, all over the years, he did pretty good on predictions. But man, like you're a 3-3 currently, man.
See, I can't figure out Tony Khan because he do a lot of stuff that don't make sense, and then when you think he gonna do something that don't make sense, he gonna do something that makes sense. I just say I can't understand his booking.
Yeah, okay, man.
He just throw darts at the wall, man.
3-3, 6-0 for me, man. And man, let's go and talk about that Chris Jericho versus that MJF, man. And you
I
know,
knew
we
MJF gonna
both
win
we
that
both
one.
went for MJF, and obviously your boy MJF did get the win. Maxwell Jacob Freeman got the win over Chris Jericho, which makes him 4-3, and me 7-0. I can't believe how far, but let's go and talk about the main event, the I Quit match for the AEW World Championship between Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston. Now, there was also one of the times you said, "Oh, this person, you want this person to win, but they're gonna give it to that person," which people really need to start saying that. Cause folks gonna take that out of context, though.
I'm saying I just really wanted Eddie Kingston to win because
Like,
he been in the game so long. But I know
just pick a
but I know
person, man.
Moxley. I said Moxley. I
Yeah,
said Moxley the first night.
yeah. But Jon Moxley got the one, man. You know, I saw some of the highlights on Twitter, man. Man, that was brutal. That was a brutal match, man. Bro, pouring alcohol on someone's back that's got, oh my god, that is wrong, bro. That's wrong. But yeah, Moxley got the win. You are 5-3, while I was 8-0, and I gotta ask, how do you feel about the prediction, bro?
Hey, I do not feel good. This is a day where I don't have a girlfriend, and well, I will admit it wasn't a bad day because Joe Biden's in there,
Well, yeah,
you know, and it's not that I trust Joe Biden so much. It's just the fact where you hate somebody to be around somebody so negative, and Trump was just so negative through the years, and you just hate somebody who preached nothing but hate. And so, it's just good to just get a breather from something like that. And plus, my son had senior night tonight, and it was just a blessing to see him
okay,
get to
okay,
his age.
okay,
I
okay.
love you. I love you.
Let's go ahead and end it right here. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna end it right here. You know, this is the DLC LOV MCMIKE, the Doctor of Love, and I'm your host, the JKD. I want to tell you guys, let you know to, you know,
Please subscribe.
share, comment, subscribe. I mean, bro, look, tweet to us. Tweet to us at at CWR Podcast with one. Do it to us. Get us on Instagram probably. Hey, email us for all we know. Give us some suggestions of what should we talk about exactly.
If you can't be my girl, you know,
Okay,
just hook me
and
up with
and in the
somebody.
next episode we're gonna talk about a little bit of Survivor Series, man, and we're probably gonna end up
Oh
doing
yeah, hey, that cheered me up. Survivor Series,
Survivor
baby.
Series, the best of the best. We talk about survival of the fittest, man. We're gonna talk about. We probably end up doing a Survivor Series questionnaire to each other, maybe.
Hey, let's
Sweat
do a
test,
trivia.
test my knowledge on it, test his knowledge on it, see how far.
All right.
See how we go. See how far we go at Survivor Series, man. You know, let me know. It's the JKD, DOC LOVE, Dr. Love, and then you have been watching the CW. Well,
Listen.
technically, you're listening, not watching, but you're listening to the CWR Clash of Randoms podcast.
Much love.
Keep it tight.
All right.